I think it out. Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of, what's the show called again? Lunchtime Adventures. Lunchtime Adventures, a show about politics and other random stuff. I'm Josh, and I'm here with Adam. Adam's in HD, I'm not, unfortunately. We only have one HD camera.
We'll get to eventually.
We'll get there eventually. But, yeah, the more of you come, maybe we'll have some sponsors and we can get cool equipment. For now, I've got a microphone, a laptop, 2 computers, just whatever, bro.
Sponsored by HD cameras.
HD cameras. We're using them now. They're not sponsored by us, or we're not. You get it.
We don't have any sponsors.
You get it. But, yeah, so basically, this show's about politics and then whatever else comes up in the conversation. And usually we have some pretty interesting conversations.
It'll go off on tangents, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's huge. It's the tangent show. The tangent
pretty
lunch hour.
much, yeah. Tangent lunch hour. About politics.
But today's October 11th, 2012. It's the only time this will ever happen in the next 100
10, 11,
years.
12, man.
Oh, yeah. It's a special day. Everyone will remember the day when the vice presidents debated.
Of course. Of course.
What do you think they're going to talk about?
Mad Joe Biden and Paul the Hunk Ryan, you know?
Do they call him that?
No, they don't. But you know, even like my sister made a comment the other day. She was like, you know, Paul Ryan's a pretty sexy guy.
Oh, God.
My sister's like, she's going to be 21. And then she proceeds, she's like, you know what? Mitt Romney's a pretty sexy guy for an older guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
I just about peed my pants.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the appeal, but it's funny to hear from other people. They're like, oh, yeah, Paul Ryan. And it's like, touch themselves at night to Paul Ryan. It's like, really?
They're like, you know, it'd be like Romney Ryan. Running on sexy, you know.
Running on sexy.
Running on sexy, because I heard when they first picked Paul Ryan to be the Romney's running mate, they're like, yeah, Paul Ryan was like the prom king in his class, and we're like, all right, do you have to be prom king to be vice president of the United States? I don't know.
Apparently,
that's up for debate.
Was he the prom king? Like, actually legit?
Yeah, he was legitly the prom king, being like...
I didn't know that.
It really doesn't surprise me.
I'm looking on Twitter. I'm trying to find funny-ass tweets about... Oh my god. You know what's trending right now is a hashtag called Joe Biden movies. I gotta see this. I don't even... I don't know what the explanation behind this is, because it's just like somebody put every which way but lucid. That's pretty funny. Clueless.
Yeah, I always love when they get those pictures.
Shaming Pirate Ryan.
What?
I don't know about all that, but we'll see. That would be hilarious.
Let me see what's going on Facebook.
Oh my god!
You know, they got all sorts of stuff going on Facebook. I know.
Apparently, it's also National Coming Out Day. Apparently,
that's a little interesting.
That's kind of interesting. This is an interesting day.
This is definitely an interesting.
This is a day everyone will remember. It was 10, 11, 12. The vice presidential debate going on.
And my cousin is having a baby.
Oh.
Well, he himself's not having the baby. Him and his girlfriend are having a baby. It'll be the first 21st century baby in the family.
I gotcha. I'm looking at all these tweets.
21st century Z.
Yeah,
they had some pretty funny ones. Like this one. Like this one.
I can't see it. I don't think the audience could see it either.
Okay, well, it's
Send it to me later and I'll put it on the video.
Alright, well, just to describe what it is, it's Joe Biden and Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan's got like a professor suit on. He's got a chalkboard on the back, and then there's Biden dressed up as a clown ready to throw a pie. I know. It's crazy political drawings like that.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Maybe.
That is not my prediction.
Someone tweeted weekend at Joey's.
Weekend at Joey's?
That might be pretty funny, actually. I don't know. These are weird.
I know. And it also depends...
Although VP debate's also trending. Maybe that'll have some more...
Well, I mean, the VP debate, honestly, is not as important as the presidential debate. And we all saw how that went.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did they say? It was like 72% said Romney won.
Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I even saw people in his camp being like Bill Maher and like Michael Moore. They're just all like,
damn. Joe Rogan said it all funny. He said Obama's like me. He's like, when somebody asks him something, he says get the wheels turning. You have to be like, and all that time when you're thinking that, the gears are just like trying to go. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the fact that he was just like, do you know how long it's been since I caught some pussy?
Yeah, me and Michelle, we got a date tonight.
Yeah,
can we wrap this up, please?
It was his anniversary.
Yeah.
So that's a little understandable, but yeah.
Well, what is he going to do for his anniversary? What does a president do for his anniversary? That's what I want to know.
He makes Biden take the reins for like an hour.
And Biden's like, I get to sit at the desk.
He sits in the Oval Office, he's just like, Clinton got a blowjob here. That's his only thing. He doesn't think, oh, great men of power have once sat in this seat. And
he's sitting there being like, Clinton was like, in this chair, in this office.
That's funny.
Nixon was talking about the Jews in this office. Didn't you ever hear that?
No.
The tapes they used for Watergate? They had him be like, oh, goddamn Jews.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I gotta look for these.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta search the Watergate tapes, because there's some crazy shit in there. Let me tell you.
I bet.
Nixon,
I've never listened to him.
Nixon was a crazy guy.
I didn't really even know what Watergate was until recently. I had to look it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always heard that. I'm like, what the fuck is Watergate? I never knew. I know now.
Nixon opened the floodgates.
Floodgates. Listen, do you know how long it's been since I've opened the floodgates?
I bet Obama does wish he was opening the floodgates.
I bet. Ugh. I can't even... There's like nothing interesting on the internet right now.
Because the VP debates, honestly, are like not the most interesting thing in the world.
The A's game's on today.
The A's game is on today.
And if they win, then they go on.
Yeah, hopefully they'll beat those.
So they did win yesterday, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, did you see it?
Some of it.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't watch sports. So.
Okay, the best part.
Oh, shit.
What?
The battery's gonna die.
I told you!
I just got the... Okay, hang on. Okay, so... That was... Yeah, go on.
Alright.
The tubes of light ran out.
Yeah, the tubes of light ran out. And I told him beforehand, check the batteries.
I thought they were fine.
I know you thought they were fine.
Well, from now on, I'm going to check the batteries. Alright?
Alright.
It's the first episode. It's 10, 11, 12. It's a historic day.
It is a historic day. Especially if the A's win. Because it's game 5. Out of 5. So this is like the do-or-die game. Because the Tigers, when we went to Detroit, they won the first 2. And we won the second 2. Last night was amazing. 9th inning. You know, bottom of the 9th, we're up to bat. It's 3-1 them. And, I mean, as many times as we pulled that shit out of our ass sometimes, miracles don't always happen.
That's true.
So then, basically, we got 2 base hits. The next guy hits a big base hit, scores the 2 runs, ties it up 3-3. Then Coco comes up. Coco Crisp is like Superman. He hits it. He hits a great base hit. Boom! The run scores in 4-3. Detroit was shitting their pants.
Now it all comes down to tonight.
It does.
So they're in Detroit.
No, they're here.
Oh, they're still here.
Yeah, the first 2 games were in Detroit. The next 3 games are here.
Well, we won 2 here, so it's going to be a good night.
It's going to be a good night.
Hopefully. Apparently, someone in my news writing class today said, you know what, today is also the first preseason game for the Warriors.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's like, and he was like, it sucks because no one's going to care.
I know Alan will care.
Yeah, but he cares more about the A's.
But he does. He's like, oh, the Warriors are playing. The hell with the A's.
Yeah.
Now, if the A's had lost, then he'd be like, oh, Warriors.
Yeah, he's like, well, at least the Warriors are on, you know. But
yeah.
Even if it's preseason,
this game doesn't mean anything. They're one of those teams that I know they would probably do well in preseason, but they would like suck once it comes to regular season.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever. Also, I saw this today, and I wanted to bring it up because it just popped up on Yahoo. But they found a planet that's mostly made of diamond.
I know, I saw that today. It was the Diamond Planet. Diamonds truly
55 Cancri E was discovered in 2004. So why are they making a big deal about this now?
I don't know. I hear about it on the internet every once in a while. They're just like, we found a planet of diamonds. It's like, what, like twice or 4 times the size of Earth?
Yeah, I said it's like a super Earth or something.
It's a super Earth with diamonds on it. You know,
it's like 40 light years away, apparently, which is close in the scale of the universe. But
as far as man-made technology,
we can't even go the speed of light.
Yeah. Imagine the top 40 years.
Top comment on Yahoo is now if they could only find planet gasoline. I like
it.
That.
Exists, I swear.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, gas prices are bad.
They're so bad.
Okay.
It went up like 60 cents.
I know, I've never seen gas jump that high, that quick.
I know. It's insane.
I went today, alright, and I paid the cash price. And it was like
So it was way lower.
Not way lower. Like still like $4.50 something. And I put like $20 in it, and it's like here's not even 5 gallons of gas. You know.
Yeah, I actually got some gas today too, but I only got $15 because that's all I usually ever put
So
in.
you totally know my pain then.
Yeah, well I've gone from only buying gas once a week to buying gas twice a week now.
Oh, I can't buy it twice a week. I have to like ration it out to where I can't like drive too far.
Yeah, I try not to drive at all, but I have
I'm like the dog in the backyard. I can't go past a certain point.
I almost saw a dog get hit today. Speaking of that,
that's not cool, man.
Well, it's actually I saw a dog in the road, and all the cars were like slowly creeping toward it. And it was just staring at the road like, what's going on? You know, the dog had no idea.
Dude, I hate when the freeways do that. Like, somebody's on the side of the road, they're like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh, I saw a coyote on the side of the road.
Oh, that's hella scary.
That was sad. No, I mean dead.
Oh.
Like, somebody had hit it. It was really sad. That's scary. It's just staring at you.
See, but I can imagine like a horror movie scenario where you go over and you're like,
well, I mean,
is it dead? It's like,
no, there were people, like, I mean, it was broad daylight, but
That doesn't matter. I've seen scary movies in broad daylight. Doesn't need to be dark to be a scary movie.
This is true. But yeah, that was kind of sad. Diamond Planet.
A Diamond Planet.
Doesn't matter. Even if they mined that planet, it would just...
They'd have to mine it with diamonds.
Huh?
Only diamonds can cut diamonds.
Well, yeah, but I mean, diamonds are so common. It's just because the only reason that they're so expensive is because the diamond companies are locking them in vaults so that they can keep the price up.
Probably.
There's no probably. Like, that's a real...
Well, it's also on how they're cut. I mean, they have to be, like, pristine.
Well, yeah.
Because I've seen diamonds that have, like, a bubble in the middle.
Yeah.
I went somewhere one time and there was, like, this guy held up this diamond like this, and it was like, he said it'd be like a 3-carat diamond. It would be worth a lot of money if it didn't have a fucking bubble in the middle.
Wow. But yeah.
I even held it.
That's cool.
but you know, if they mine this diamond planet, they could get diamonds bigger than the Hope Diamond.
We could have diamond swords. Diamond bullets. For when the aliens come and say stop mining our diamond mine, we can shoot them with the diamond bullets.
That's right.
Because that's how we operate, apparently.
They go through anything.
Well, I meant that's how humanity operates.
Well, I'm just saying, if we shoot diamond bullets, they'll go through like anything.
I wonder if there's some reason they haven't done that yet. It's because the diamond company's just got them all locked down.
What are they going to do? Be like, you can't put diamonds in shotgun shells?
You probably could.
I bet you could.
There's probably some ballistics expert that would tell you it doesn't work.
I'm sure if they could probably make little diamond pellets if they wanted to. It'd probably be expensive as fuck, but...
It's like $300 a shell or something.
Yeah. But it'll go through anything.
Like, goddamn it, K.
Goddamn K Jewelers. It's them and all the other jewelers. I can't think of anything.
All the other jewelers. Oh, that's funny. Making sure it's still recording. Because it's behind me. I can't see it.
I can see it. It's still recording.
Okay.
I think it's still recording.
Yeah, there's text. It's up there.
Text essentials?
I was just making sure.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Gotta make sure. You gotta know. You gotta know that at all times something is working, because I've had plenty of podcasts where you look down and you're like, oh shit, my computer froze.
And you say like the funniest shit
30 minutes ago, you know?
Like you remember that comment that we made, and it's like, it's not on fucking film.
Yeah, it's not even on audio. Ha ha ha.
Oh, and then you're just like...
Oh my god. So funny.
You're so funny.
I had to school somebody on Twitter today. Or yesterday.
About what?
About Obama. Well, what happened is there's a hashtag don't look at me like that.
No, I'm waiting to see what you say.
Okay, so the hashtag was the Obama campaign in 3 words. So I put NDAA, Patriot Act, which I know is 2 words. Shut the hell up, Internet.
You can hyphen it.
It's a hashtag, so it's 1 word.
Yeah, technically a hashtag is 1 word.
And then Syria. And this guy, I'm not going to say his name on Twitter, so I don't want people to like blast. I mean, we came to an understanding that I had to school this ass.
Yeah, all our listeners would be like, fuck this guy.
The 1 listener.
Hey, we value our 1 listener, right?
Yeah, our watcher.
Our watcher being like, this guy's fucking funny.
Oh, yeah. That guy in the Obey shirt.
Obey?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This just did not become a mature show at all. Anyway.
When do we ever think it's going to become a mature show?
He said, you do realize NDAA and Patriot Act were both Bush, and neither candidate has any plan to overturn them. And I know this. But I was like, yeah, but the Patriot Act was renewed by Obama. And the NDAA 2012 was signed by Obama. They sign an NDAA Act every year. And my point was so long, I had to put ... into another tweet. And say, and 2012's NDAA, which gives the government the right to suspend your right to a jury, was signed by Obama. So there.
Wow, you schooled that guy.
Yeah, but then he came back.
Really?
And he said, and it's not an act... He said this weird. He basically said, it's not an act that either candidate is willing to overturn, just as much as a part of Romney's campaign. And I said, well, I don't like Romney either. But, yeah. No. I'm not gonna deal with that shit.
No. Fucking trolls.
He was the nicest troll ever, alright?
That is true. I've had some nice trolls, but they're still fucking
I've had
trolls.
people that are just like, fuck you. Who do you think you are?
See,
being a patriot.
I get that all the time because I don't support the president. Sorry.
Because you're a Republican.
Right.
That's fine.
Alright.
Right-wing fascist. I don't. I'm just kidding.
I don't love the rich. Alright.
You're not rich either.
No, I'm not rich.
Yeah.
That's the argument I always get. They're like, you fucking love the rich. I'm like, alright. I'm not rich.
Rich people are cool.
They can be.
Yeah.
I know rich people who have like a lot of money, but they're hella humble about it.
Hey man, I'm rolling in the debt. Alright, I'm not rolling in the deep or anything here, but
no.
Most rich people are cool. It's that like 0.0001% of rich people that make all the problems.
All people are like, here's my money, here's my money, here's my money.
It's the people funding all the wars overseas and taking all our money and putting it somewhere else.
Being like, hey, you want some guns?
You want to buy a sundial?
You want to buy a sundial? No, get away from that guy.
Get away from that guy. I mean, we spend trillions of dollars overseas on things we don't need. Imagine if we had that money here.
See, in that respect, I'm more like libertarian when it comes to like social issues and whatnot. But, you know, in this case, I would say we do stick our nose a little too much in people's business overseas.
It's true that. Need to get out of that.
Yeah. That all goes back to like the Truman Doctrine in the late 1940s.
Yeah.
And while it was with good intentions, we've already established that the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Oh yeah.
So whether it's not about what you intend to do, it's about what it does.
It's true. Yeah. And
so maybe if we focus more on lowering gas here, stop buying from Saudi Arabia, and actually maybe drilling here for a start.
Yeah. Getting ready for clean energy.
Getting ready for clean energy. You got to transition. You can't go cold turkey on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be getting the jitters. We'll be having people running all over the place with their wings out.
I heard today that like hybrid cars, apparently the batteries in them cost like $12,000 to $13,000.
Yeah, that's why I never got a hybrid, because the batteries are like...
They're worth a car! Like,
yeah!
The battery itself. So they were saying the hybrid resale values are going to be awful.
Yeah.
Something like that.
See, I already called that because I heard all that shit.
Hybrids are cool. Like, I work at an auto auction.
It's a cool idea, but they got to be more practical and more cost effective.
Well, yeah. You know what's cool, those Teslas? Those are awesome. Those are all electric. They go almost 200 miles on one charge.
And you know what? They're sporty as shit.
I know, they're fast as shit. The Tesla, the Tesla factory is like right by us. It's like right down the freeway. Even the track they test the cars on is right outside our school. It's very cool. I do want one of those cars, but they're expensive as fuck.
They are.
I would totally buy one. Maybe when this company starts, I'll buy a Tesla.
Shit, maybe I'll buy me a Tesla too.
Yeah. I don't understand why people are so against electric power.
I don't know. I think ultimately a lot what it is they're comfortable with oil. Oil makes money.
Well, yeah, but eventually it's not.
Yeah, eventually it's not. Which is why I say the first step is getting off.
I don't know why Exxon and all them can't just be like, why don't we start selling the power for electric cars?
I know they have the power to move the market if they wanted to.
They did. Well, here's the thing.
They can move the market, capitalize on the market, and they'd still be as rich as they are now.
Exactly. All they would have to do is just start slow, because nothing is just like overnight. You can't just.
That's what I'm saying. You got to transition.
You can't just be like, oh, all the gas stations are now electric stations, and then everyone can't drive to work. Oh, what am I doing? Can't get to work.
It's going to take a while to transition, especially if the electric cars or the hybrids are just not cost effective.
Yeah, all they would have to do is just put like maybe 1 or 2 electric pumps there, and then just start putting them in gas stations. Because
and they could also capitalize too on finding a way to make gas cars electric, like retrofitting. You know what I mean?
probably cost more than getting an electric car, but
it's still an idea.
Yeah, it's still. I'm not saying it's bad.
I mean, they already are doing it with DeLoreans. The DeLorean company.
Oh, you can turn them into electric cars?
Yeah.
Dude, I want a fucking DeLorean so bad.
It's an electric DeLorean.
I want a DeLorean so bad. They're so cool. Too. They're so cool looking.
But I was reading that like they found like an easy way to convert them from like a gas car to an electric car.
I wonder how much it would cost to get it on nuclear power.
Yes.
Then you get one of those guys who converts them into the Back to the Future thing. Then you give them a real task. You're like, I want this to run on like Diet Coke cans and shit.
Deatomize that shit.
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of all the garbage. Just fucking go to the dumps and just
throw it in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Mr. Fusion.
See? This is the kind of conversations people need to be having.
That's right. See, that's what we want.
Instead of throwing all our garbage in landfills, throw it in your gas tank.
There you go. See, and this is why this show is informative, yet awesome.
And hilarious.
And entertaining.
At the same time.
All at the same time.
Diamond Planet.
Diamond Planet.
Diamond Planet.
So Captain Planet's gonna go diamond now?
He does go diamond. He turns into like
diamond. But he'll be like diamond all the time.
Doesn't he?
No.
I thought he turned into like diamond and he was like, oh.
I thought he was like metal. With the green like mullet.
Well, he is kind of metal.
Captain Planet saving the Earth.
Oh my god. That would be funny. We need to make like a metal... Somebody in a metal band out there needs to make Captain Planet the metal theme. Actually, I'm going to look for that like right now.
Yeah, you should. He's the hero.
While I look for that, apparently Wendy's is getting a new logo or something.
I know, as long as their food doesn't change. I fucking love that place.
I actually like the new logo. It's way better.
It's kind of retro, though.
It's retro yet modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It looks very nice. The old one was getting old.
When was the last time you went there?
To Wendy's?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. You know when? The last time that we all went, where you went.
That's right. And you told me about The Stuff.
Yeah, and we've talked about that movie, The Stuff. Which, by the way, let's do some cross-promotion here. You go on YouTube, follow the channel Picture Show Madness. We're on that as well. We did a commentary of the movie, The Stuff. Which
I wasn't involved in it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's really bad.
I know, but I love bad 80s movies.
Yeah, but it's really bad. It's like not fun.
But anyways, Wendy's, they have a good burger. It's the it's the bacon portobello melt.
They do have a metal version of Captain Planet.
What?
Yeah. Hang on. And it's that guy that does metal versions of like everything.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, damn advertisements.
I hate
San
those.
Francisco is the innovation capital of the world.
You have to sit there for like 30 seconds of just bullshit.
I don't even... It's the founder of Foursquare talking to me. Alright, let's see this. This is pretty cool so far. I need to subscribe to this guy because I've seen hell of his videos.
That is tight.
Alright, that's enough. But that was amazing. That was really cool. I wanted to keep listening, but I don't want to like bore the...
No, the listeners will be like, do we have to fucking hear Captain Planet more fucking
I'll put
time?
it at the end. At the end, I'll splice in, or I'll put a link to the video.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to steal his video. I want that guy to get traffic too. Because I'm respectable. Yeah. I hate people that steal other people. You know when you see like a famous internet video and then there's like 5 duplicates? I hate that. It's just people trying to steal hits and get all that ad revenue and stuff.
I know. They should have like a law against that or something.
You mean SOPA? No.
No.
They shouldn't have a law, just YouTube needs to say...
Crack down on that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can technically say... You can technically go to places, like, if you own the video, you can technically go to like other channels that say, like, hey, take it down, that's mine. And you can tell YouTube, and they'll take it down. But most of the time they don't do that, because they don't really care. Like, the video's already lived through its fame. Most internet videos only have like a week of fame. And then you have those classic videos, you know? Like Numa Numa.
Oh yeah, the Numa Numa won't go away.
That guy will be like 80 and he'll still be doing that.
Or Chocolate
Rain. I hope he does one when he's 80.
If I have to hear Chocolate Rain one more time, though.
Some stay dry while others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. I don't know any other words besides that.
And then I love how, like, all the famous videos get, like, all the different versions of it. Like, Best Cry Ever.
I love Best Cry Ever.
But they have...
Oh my god.
Yeah, but they have, like, a Slayer version where he starts to, like, cry and it's like...
You ever seen Bert and Ernie do metal?
No.
It's, like, horrific. It's, hang on, I'm gonna look for that now. You can only, like, listen to it for a couple seconds, but... because it's like, it just sounds like pigs squealing. It's like Bert and Ernie go brutal. Hang on. Like 1 and a 2 and a...
You started, Bert. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Here we go. 1 and 2 and chick up on my chick.
It's just them playing drums. Alright.
The listeners probably think that
listeners are like, I thought
the microphone's going like...
No, actually, I should check the audio for that. No, it's fine. It's fine. The listeners are probably like, I thought this was a show about politics. This is a bunch of bullshit.
They're like, I thought they were going to have a nice, clean discussion there.
We're going to have a clean discussion there. Clean discussion about the vice presidential debate
between Joe Biden and Paul Ryan. What is what's your thoughts there? Well,
porn star Paul Ryan.
Porn star Paul Ryan and dementia Joe Biden.
Oh God, this is gonna be like some weird video. I'm gonna debate you.
I'm gonna debate you in the butt.
Debate you in the butt.
Debate you in the butt.
Oh, that's funny.
They won't even talk about anything like relevant, like economic issues.
Well, I mean, if Biden's there, they're not going to talk about anything relevant.
He's gonna be like, well, you know, it's all Bush's fault.
Well, you know, you seen that Wendy's logo?
Yeah, that Wendy's. That's gonna increase revenue right there.
We're gonna have enough for Medicare. I guess. What the hell's on my floor? A button.
All the Medicare is gonna be like 1,000 Frosties.
You're gonna get a Frosty in the mail, and somehow it's gonna be melted. But you're gonna get an envelope that says "From Joe Biden." It's just gonna be a bunch of like melted Frosty just dripping out of an envelope.
See, and then all the food stamps are gonna be like, here's a coupon for a Frosty. Here's a coupon for a
food stamp. It's just like some KFC chicken with a fucking stamp on it. It just sends it in the mail.
Here's a bucket of chicken.
Just get this greasy envelope. It's like Joe Biden, and you're like, what is this?
Here's a bucket of chicken. Love, Joe Biden. Joey B.
No, it's just like a piece of chicken. He's like ripping pieces of fried chicken off the bone and just putting them in an envelope.
You gotta share this bucket of chicken.
That's how that's what Obama gives him. He's like, you know, I don't want you to, mess anything up I'm doing here, so mail all this chicken.
Hey, Joe, there's a bucket of chicken in there, and Joe's like, where? What, do we have biscuits? Yeah, there's biscuits.
The people ruining our country are trying to negotiate with Obama, and then Biden's just in the background, and the last thing they say is, we brought brownies, and then Biden goes, brownies! And just runs in, just starts eating the brownies. Obama's like, oh, he makes it so hard to negotiate. NDAA, here we go.
Obama just does a face palm, being like, don't mind him.
I guess I'm signing the NDAA. I heard today that the bills are so long that Congress can't even read them.
For what?
Any bill. Like, at all the bills.
Well, it's because they make them excessively long. I don't know who they hire to make all these. They just write bullshit. It's probably just bullshit.
They're like,
bullshit,
we need every
bullshit.
contingency. Like, half the bills are like, you know, the government has the right to sue you if Joe Biden sends you some chicken in an envelope. Or, you know, you don't have the right to sue the government.
Ultimately, you have to be taxed for that piece of chicken.
Yeah. you have to be taxed. KFC has to get their cut, you know.
KFC tax.
We gotta bail out KFC because of all the chicken Joe Biden sent.
Joe Biden.
Wait, that wouldn't make any sense.
No, not if he just like steals the chicken.
Oh, that's true.
Crazy Joe Biden just be like.
It's like that movie Precious. Joe Biden just keeps going into KFCs and he's ordering chicken and then he just takes them and runs out. So then they gotta keep bailing KFC out.
See, and then every time you see when the president has a speech, Joe kind of goes down at the podium and he comes back up and it's just all greasy around his mouth.
In the back. He's in the background just like eating the chicken nonchalant.
Taking like biscuits and just go.
It's flaky as shit.
Like a croissant.
Like a croissant. Oh man. What did this podcast turn into?
Yeah, I think we expected this. Come on.
Yeah, we did expect this. This is fun, though.
Talking about Joe Biden and his chicken living. You watch, he's going to be at the debates and it just all around his mouth and his nose is just going to be all greasy. Paul Ryan's going to say something really smart and Joe's going to be like, where's the bucket of chicken?
Yeah. Here's another piece of news. Apparently, a lot of small business owners are saying Facebook's a waste of money because to like advertise on there because it's hang on. It says Facebook's expanding menu of fees has rankled some small business owners.
It's like taxing too much. You can't have advertising on there.
Well, the problem is that Facebook. Their IPO or their public offering was so overhyped. Everybody was like, "Fuck yeah, Facebook stock." They thought like they were gonna make tons of money because even though everyone was saying, "Oh, Facebook's subscriber numbers have been," or like their entrance numbers have just been dropping, you know. And they're like, "Oh no, the IPO, it's gonna make tons of money." And yes, tons of people who owned initial stock in Facebook made like billions of dollars.
But it's only them who made any money.
Well, yeah, because they sold all their stock and got out. So they made billions of dollars, but then all the people that bought all that stock didn't make any money because it's been dropping off, you know. And
well, it's because you would think Facebook hit its peak by now.
It did.
I
closed my Facebook, and I know a bunch of people are closing their Facebooks because it just... the amount of information they give out to people, like Facebook literally just sells your everything about you basically to everybody, to advertisers, to the government, anybody that wants to know. They'll be like,
there's just no mystery anymore.
There's no mystery anymore. You know what I've noticed too is now that I don't have a Facebook, I have way more to talk to or way more to talk about when I actually see people because I don't know what the hell's going on in their life. We're not sitting there like, yeah, so how about them A's?
Like, no, there's anything wrong with that.
Well, no, there's not, but let's see here. It says, under a program rolled out in May, businesses pay Facebook anywhere from $5 to hundreds of dollars to promote a post to the news feeds of users who have liked their page. Plus, Facebook friends of those users. The price demands on how many users a business wants to reach. The giant social network, which has to balance users' desires to broadcast messages against the needs to keep the ecosystem tidy, has always limited the number of posts users receive via their news feeds. According to the company, the average business post reaches 16% of its fans. That's true, actually. I've noticed. Because, I run all these networks and stuff, and we had to post stuff on Facebook. It literally tells you how how many of your fans saw it, and it's only around like 10 to 16% everything you ever
Yeah,
post.
but that's pretty bad, especially if you're paying like a couple $100.
Yeah, Facebook advertising isn't cheap. It's literally for like a day, to run a day for like, I think it's like 500, it's like $50 for like 500 impressions, and that's not clicks, that's just somebody sees it. That's awful.
That is pretty awful.
A lot of advertisers are moving away from Facebook because most people are using it mobile, and they didn't have mobile ads for a while, so people were avoiding the ads.
That kind of reminds me of people in California moving away because of all the fucking taxes and shit.
That's true, too. Need to lower that shit.
They need to lower that shit big time.
They also need to increase our income, in a way.
You don't want to increase it too much, because when you increase the income, the cost of living goes up anyway.
Well, that's
true.
So
you keep going like this.
Yeah. Well, that happens every year. Apparently, the cost of living goes up 3% every year, and then the average income only goes up 1%. Yeah. I learned that in sociology. So, we're never at pace with the cost of living. I couldn't live now. I work 2 jobs.
No, because
I work 2 jobs and I couldn't live on my own.
It's because the government artificially makes it higher. Because they want you to not have more money.
That and 3 months out of the year, all your money goes to the government to pay off the interest of the Federal Reserve. Imagine if we had that 3 months salary back.
God.
The income, literally, if we just got our income.
The Federal Reserve needs to just go away.
Well, yeah.
A lot of shit needs to be changed.
Yeah. Federal Reserve needs to go away big time.
I think we could do 200 episodes. We couldn't even make a dent in all the changes we've named.
Well, yeah. Fucking, yeah. Federal Reserve is terrible. Apparently, I didn't know this either. No one knows who the chairmen of the Federal Reserve are. Like, the people who actually own the Federal Reserve. No one knows who they are.
They're all stockholders, right?
Yeah. No one knows who they are. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows who they are.
That's pretty shady.
I know. Ben Bernanke's just the CEO.
Yeah. He's just the
He's the guy who takes all the flack. He's not the stock owner. He has to answer to people.
He's still the puppet idiot in charge, whatever.
Yeah. I don't like that guy.
No. He always has that look. He looks like a fucking Bond villain.
He does.
He kind of has that look like he's just like...
plotting.
I'm gonna make more money, and then like lightning and thunder goes like behind him. Like the clouds just turn black, and it starts to like rain on people. Acid rain.
Yeah, because it's a Bond movie. Some weird thing's gotta happen.
It's not like movie. Purple Rain, where Prince is gonna come around and start like feeling you up. That would be equally as bad. Oh, you're just like, woohoo, you know.
Oh god, the stocks. I didn't mean to click that, and it's just all red.
So, what else is new?
What else is new?
Yeah.
Why does Wall Street dislike President Obama so much?
Because he sided with the occupiers at one point.
He did. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that a lot of people in the Democratic community helped sponsor the Occupy movement.
You think?
Which, I think the Occupy movement started off as a great thing. Oh my god, what is this? Fucking, I don't care, Yahoo. I just want to, I hate that, dude. Yahoo, they make you watch videos. You're like, I don't want to watch a goddamn video.
It's like, you can watch this video, but first you have to sit through 30 seconds of crap.
Yeah. Well, that's not even that. It's like, I just want to read it. You
yeah,
know?
That's true, where it's just like, hey, look at so-and-so's dress, and then they give you, like, 2 minutes of, like, hey, guys, this is movies and whatnot. And you're like...
movies and whatnot, yeah.
You'd be like, I just want to see the nip slip.
I just wanted to know why Wall Street doesn't like Obama. I just want to watch the video.
And there's probably some correspondent being like, back in, like... 1957, when Wall Street was you know, at the peak of its time, you know, it's like, I don't fucking care. Just
back before the sign, people used to just run into each other.
They used to draw on each other's faces and be like, sell this.
What happened to mortgage rates?
Fuck that. And piss on you.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at. Oh,
it's all
mortgage
gibberish.
Rates rise from last week's record lows. Okay.
I'm no financial wizard.
I don't know what the fuck that means, so...
This isn't a financial show.
I'm a politics guy. I don't know what's going on with those.
I'm a historian, goddammit.
And then Miley Cyrus is freaking trending on Yahoo. That's when you know the world's
Didn't she
got
just get married or some shit like that?
Is she 18?
She's over 18.
Oh, she is now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a big deal. People were like, she's 18, that means I have a chance to, like, fuck her. I'm like...
That doesn't mean that.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, yeah.
It just means you can look at her now and go, oh, yeah. Like, even if you...
It means
like
that
her,
there's
like
maybe
her.
a chance that, like, she'll do, like, naked scenes in a movie or something. That's about as far as people are going to get.
Yeah, that's true. I remember... My girlfriend made a big deal because she had a music video where she was, like, scantily clad or whatever, and I said, who cares? She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, but she plays Hannah Montana, and that she's supposed to be, like, a role model for kids and stuff.
Yeah, well, athletes are supposed to be role models, but some of them are, like...
Rapists.
and dog beaters and...
Dog beaters.
And fucking, like, drug addicts and shit. But nobody gets on their case as much as when, like, oh, Miley Cyrus is
because they have the money. They have the money to get away with it.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus ditches Bonnie and Clyde miniseries. I didn't even know they had a frickin' Bonnie and Clyde miniseries.
I don't care if they have a Bonnie and Clyde miniseries.
Bonnie and Clyde is a cool thing, though.
Yeah.
They're cool people. It's a good era.
Prohibition.
Yeah.
Prohibition was cool. They had, like, cool outfits they wore. Like, everybody wore fedoras and shit.
Nobody went outside looking like a fucking bum, alright? You had to wear a hat and a suit, you know?
And if you were a bum, you could easily see who was a bum and who's not a bum.
Yeah, because they looked like a bum. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They looked like a stereotypical bum.
with the
patches on their pants
and the newsy hat and like the fucking like half-assed cigar out there, be like, "Sir, can you give me some change?"
Pretty much. What's it like to debate Paul Ryan? Well, I imagine it's like talking to a porn star.
What?
You know there's gonna be hella like gay porn, so they're gonna be like Paul Ryan, because they had all those freaking it's gonna happen, mark my words.
Kind of like the Nail and Palin.
Yeah, they have hell of those.
I've seen it. It's kind of weird.
It's really weird. I saw one
because she has like the bun hairdo going on, and she just like, oh, and the guy like, you know, the stereotypical bum
just like screaming,
yeah, like, boy, yeah,
screaming like a moose.
Yeah.
She's like, why can't I shoot you?
I can see your dick from my house.
Oh man, that'd be a weird porno. It's like her with binoculars and she's looking at him. She sees like Putin naked.
Putin's like,
That'd be a weird porno. You imagine like the Paul Ryan porno? There's a weird gay porno or something. Oh god, it's gonna happen. I bet you. I bet you 50 episodes from now.
You know what? As long as it's not Paul Ryan and Joe Biden gay porn,
it probably will be. It'll be
my god!
It'll be like it'll be the DP debate.
We should submit that to like Penthouse or something. The DP
that one's free. Penthouse, you could sponsor this podcast.
The DP debate.
That's funny. I'm sorry. Like,
as long as it would be better if you had like a female like moderator, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we'll debate you.
Debate you too.
We'll debate you too.
The DP debate.
The DP debate." As long as Clinton doesn't come in there and be like, "Hey guys."
Oh man. That's funny. I bet you 50 episodes from now we're gonna get emails like the DP debate is real.
Get emails from like Larry Flint being like, "Thank you, love Larry."
Oh my god!
You better get some royalties on that or some shit.
I know. You Penthouse, email me, man. Send me a message. I'll sponsor you. I swear to God.
Send us some free copies of Penthouse Forum. You ever read those?
No.
They're like those like sexy stories, like like.
Oh, and then she touched my penis.
Like Janie was in the corral, and then Bobby came in, and he's like, "How are you, baby?" And she's like, and it's like he thrust his hand down her pants and did the blah 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 whatever,
So it's like Victorian erotica or whatever.
Not. It's not really Victorian.
Dude, those are hilarious. Have you ever like read those? Like picked them up at a Borders. They're hilarious. They're all written in Old English, but they're like. It's like he thrust himself into her woman theater or something. I can't believe I'm...
You know what? You just imagine like a guy in a bowler hat with like a gentleman mustache just be like, jolly good. Jolly good.
Dude, okay, there's a Tumblr called Victorian Erotica, and the first thing I see is just the cover, and it's just a door with a key in it, and there's like a little like thing on the door, on the key, Yeah. And the title's In the Flesh. Oh, man. That's funny.
Must be a metaphor. Sticking the key in the slot. Turn it around.
Oh, wow, there's actually naked pictures on here.
Boobies.
They're all like old pictures, Like that naked woman had to stand there for like 40 minutes, Like just...
Or just like, kind of get the pose, like...
Yeah. There was one with her next to a lion. It was like, what the hell? That lion could not have stood there that long. Oh God, I found one called Mrs. Prendergast's Gift Part 2.
That just sounds weird.
I gotta find one where it's like... just, before this episode ends, I gotta find out, I gotta find a sentence that's just really dirty, but in Old English.
It's really dirty, but it's in Old English, so you're like, oh.
Wait, are these two women? Oh, shit.
What? There were
man, somebody walked in. Hang on, I'm like skimming over this, trying to find... Alright. Okay, maybe this is just like someone about to take a shower, but I read "May we undress you now," Mina asked. Her hands reaching toward my waistband once more. I would prefer to undress myself, I said. Stuff like that.
I would prefer to read the paper rather than undress you.
That's her husband.
Go take a shower. I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Just take a shower.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about Gone with the Wind. All right.
Oh no, I've heard Alan hates it.
I do too.
Why? Why do you hate it?
It's just so fucking long.
And you like old movies,
it's about like the Civil War, but it's basically Scarlett O'Hara, the main woman, and she's a bitch. Mm-hmm. She is just she's a Southern belle. She's like, oh, I like the Southern life. I like bossing around the slaves and blah, 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 blah. So the Civil War hits, and then all she does is bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Oh, the plantation's in ruins. Oh, I can't have the man I want. Oh, the slaves won't work. Just bitching the whole time. And then Clark Gable comes in looking dashing as fuck.
Clark Gable's a dashing man.
He was a dashing dude.
That mustache?
Oh my God. It wasn't even a big mustache, but it was like there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he like marries her and like puts up with her shit until like their kid dies. And then he's just like, fuck this. And she's like, well, what am I going to do without you? And that's when he goes, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And he just walks out. And then she's like, oh, but tomorrow will be another day. Credits. It's stupid.
At least you like King Kong.
I like King Kong.
King Kong kicks
But my mom loves Gone with the Wind. And it's like 3 fucking hours.
I heard it was like 4 hours.
Almost.
Oh, almost 4 hours. I always round up with movies.
It's one of those movies that it has an intermission and it's totally warranted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have to take it in sections if you want to remain
all silent
insane.
movies had intermissions. They're long as shit. Yeah. Okay, so I found, like, the paragraph. Like, this is hilarious.
Alright, lay it on me.
Okay. So, she says, or he says, I love to ride. I said, I take Mistral down to the beach and give her head until we are both wet and tired.
Victorian erotica. Jesus.
I found another sentence. We have to close the show out on this because it's just great.
Alright, let's close it on this one.
Without warning, mind you. Without warning, Mina cupped gently swaying balls in her hands. Oh, show about politics.
Alright, so this is us signing off. Watch the VP debate. I'm sure we'll have plenty to say about it.
We'll have plenty to say next week.
We'll have plenty to say next week about Joe Biden, his greasy chicken mouth.
Chicken face Biden.
Chicken face Biden. Just be like,
oh, man.
and this is me also urging you to vote.
Yeah, vote.
Vote. I don't care what political party you are. I don't care who you support. You got to get out there and vote. Voter turnout in the U.S. is like the worst ever.
It's 50%.
Yeah,
something like that.
In like other countries where they actually want to vote, it's like 90. So get out and vote. Let your voice be heard.
Yeah, dog. Gore Vidal, the late Gore Vidal, God rest his soul, once said, 50% of the country doesn't vote, and 50%, or he's like, 50% of the country, doesn't vote, and 50% of the country doesn't read newspapers. I hope it's not the same 50%.
I like that.
Yeah. Alright. See you guys.
Till next week.
Yeah. Let me just turn this off. That was good. I enjoy this show.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this one.